What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This clip is from our NCAA basketball breakdown starring Maxwell Smart. Move on to a 9 p.m. game here. Utah Valley Wolverines at the BYU Cougars. And BYU opening up as 17.5-point favorites. And I say opening up. I don't know if that is actually – no, sorry. They opened up as 17-point favorites at Bet365. It's moved to 17.5. This total sitting at 147.5 has not moved from the Bet365 opener. This is the UCCU Crosstown Clash at the Marriott Center in Provo, Utah. This is a home game for BYU, and they're 2-0 so far this year at home, but very weak competition. They opened its season with a home beatdown of Division II Westminster Griffins, 108-59. They followed that up with at least a Div 1 win, 86-61 home win over the New Orleans Privateers. Utah Valley had its season opener against Stanford, canceled because of positive COVID cases in their program. So they didn't have enough scholarship players available against Stanford 4 days ago. All we can do is assume that they have enough available now. They're pretty close to their chest as to what is actually going on inside this Utah Valley program. Max, Utah Valley, BYU, take it away.
Yeah, Jim, this is a spot where Mark Pope is going up against his former school, former team. And I just think that this is a situation where he wants to remind them, hey, listen, I used to coach you guys. Now I'm going to thump you guys. I'm the boss of Utah, and that's what his Mormon university has instilled in him. I think that he's done a really good job of assembling this team. Earlier on, I had a different opinion. What I'm seeing right now is that Matt Arms may play tomorrow night. I am not 100% sure, but either way, I still like the play that I'm going to make. The key for Utah Valley is to realize that they gotta use as much of their roster as they can against this BYU team. I think that they're going to be able to pound it down low. They're going to be able to push the tempo. And with the shooters that BYU has, I think that this is a situation where they want to run them out early. This is definitely going to be a step up in class and competition for BYU coming off the New Orleans win. But that game was in the 17-18 range for a long time before BYU went on a late 10-0 run and made that a larger finishing margin. So the bottom line is with Utah Valley, I'm just not convinced about Fardaw Imdock that he is going to be able to play at a high level. Same with Evan Cole. The other issue is what I've heard is Jamison Overton has left the program and he isn't playing tomorrow. If he isn't playing tomorrow, you're taking probably your best perimeter scoring threat and one of your best ball handlers. That puts a lot of pressure on Jordan Brinson, the UAB transfer, and I'm just not comfortable with him running my point. I look for BYU to get out early, put it on Utah Valley, and not give them any question of what the result in this game is going to be. I like 17.5. I bet 17, and I like even more an 8.5 to 9.5 in the morning on the first half if I can get it.
Minus 17.5 full game at minus 110. That's available at Bet365. Do you want me to see when the first halves come out and add that to your card, or are you comfortable with just a full game here?
If you could add first halves to the UAB game, to the Wyoming game, to the BYU game, I have no problem with that. The first half of the Iowa game, that was a good play today. So definitely want to get some people on it because like I've said on many occasions, a lot of teams, when they play another opponent that they're not familiar with, give them the best that they can do in the first half. Once they go into halftime, they know what they're going up against, and that's why sometimes you see a lapse and a lack of intensity. A perfect example is that Michigan State versus Eastern Michigan. Go into the half 16 up, and then you go and you tie the game in the second half. So That's why I'm looking at first halves a lot with some of these bigger numbers. I think there's value in it. So,
well, let's review. You have UAB that you want first
yep.
half.
Yes, sir. Wyoming.
Is there a limit as to where you want it?
8.5 to 9.5 in the first half for UAB.
8.5 to 9.5 is the limit. Okay. And then Wyoming is the next one.
Yep. Anything under 15.
Yeah, I've got that listed. And then the next one is the BYU. And what was the limit there for you?
Also 8.5 to 9.5. But this is based on the numbers. So, Jim, like, I'm not basing it on the team. I'm basing it on what I presume the number is going to be based on the full game spread. So
Absolutely.